Hello again. Okay, so for the extended lab, let's make it a bit of complicated. We'll do and perform a lot of config now. Yes, again, I will use a multi-layer switch instead of a router. I'll use a multi-layer switch as a router because I can and because it has multiple interfaces. Let's use a lot of layer 2 switches also. Please perform the click. Okay, those are layer 2 switches. Let's see now why, because we will be more specific now. I will need a PC for me. PC here. Let's do some change. Let's have a laptop in here because we would like to purchase few laptops, portable devices, and some desktops for the other department, and we have a server now. So it's a bit of more specific and more complicated. That will be fast Ethernet 01. That will be 02. That should be 03. That should be 02 for your side, 03 for you, 02 for this side, and 03 for the other one. Okay, so let's make maybe the interfaces names are clear for you. I hope so. In the filtering this way. Okay, so anyway, I will mention the names of the board. This is fast Ethernet 02 and 3, 2 and 3. The heads are ones all the way. Okay, so I don't like this amber color. Please clear it. Okay, thank you. Just a fast forward. I've done no magic thing at all. Just skip some 30 or 50 seconds of waiting. What will happen is the upcoming. Let's use the same subnet. It's no problem. 1.1.1.0/24. And there is no slash 57 at all. So let's make this network, the entire network will be 2.2.2.0/24. It will be a gateway and two computers. I will do nothing for the switches. And for you, my dear, let's make it 3.3.3.0/24 this way. How was it in the previous lab? I think it was this way. Yeah, just to avoid confusion. Using. Okay, so that's it. We are good to go. First, just before any chit chat or other related things, let's do the initial config first. Let's finish the initial config. Okay, start from your side. I will start from my side. Let's see who finished this first. Okay, I will not talk, I will just perform. Yes, of course. Of course. Of course. Oh, this is a good laptop. Okay. Doesn't have a USB-C. Good. Have you finished or not? I hope you did. Okay, this is not the initial config. Don't be manipulated. I've not been done yet. Some ports are up, but they do not have an IP address. They are still not alive. Living but not alive. Conft, so interface fast Ethernet 01. Yes, their IP address should be this way. goes on the left. I'm done. Are you? Okay, so this is only the initial config. We have done this in the previous lab. I hope that you did so it. So after the initial config, no one obtained reachability. It's only about IP addresses between 3 different broadcast domains. So let's perform IP routing and apply or create SOFP, OSPF, 3 a.m. or something. Anyway, okay, so network 1.1.1.0 area 0. I'm done. Reachability is done. Okay, so now everyone is happy, everyone is seeing everyone, and that's it. Show IP route. All of them are connected. I will not have any OSPF neighbors, but let's check this one. Ping everyone. Ping your neighbor, which is this guy. Okay, there is a reply. Ping the other department guys, maybe the 10 of the twos, please. Thank you. Maybe the 11. First one is a sacrifice. Yes. And this server. How many other devices are there in the network? It's me and other 3 computers and 1 server, so we are total of 5 devices, 5 end devices. Me and other 4. So now for me, I am this laptop, this one, which is 3.3.3.10. Average reachability for all the other 4s. Let's start to put some conditions. Maybe condition number 1 or rule number 1 is that deny this device, this one in here, which is 3.3.3.10 from reaching the server. Okay, this is now rule number 1. So deny 3.3.3. The rules in here. I'll just leave it on the right. I think it should be okay in here. This guy from reaching the server only, but still can reach this one and all those others at the same time. How should we do that? We should get to the router, to the multi-layer switch. Okay. And configure terminal. Access list. Now we should give a number from 100 to 199. Let's make it 100 for simplicity. Space. So deny, which one was 3.3.3.10 from going to, I'm sorry, deny host 3.3.3.10 from going to this server, not going to this network, from reaching this specific 1.1.1.10 server. Maybe there are other servers in the future, I have no problem with them, let him reach it, but just deny it from reaching this one, this specific server. So deny this source from reaching host again, just host, why please, unrecognized command. Did I do something wrong? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. We need to specify first this service. Which service I'm doing, what I'm blocking. I'm blocking an IP address from talking with an IP address. So IP. Okay, so I'm denying this IP addresses from reaching everything and any type of communication in the future related with this IP address in here. And what do I mean by everything? I will just take it in the upcoming task. Don't worry, we'll do it in this lab. Okay, so deny the IP of 3.3.3.10 from, I did not perform that in years. Okay, 3.3.3.10 host 1.1.1.10. So access list 100 deny everything from this source to this destination. Enter. That's it. I'm done. Okay, you see, that's it. This is what I have done so far. So this should be to be applied. What do you think we should do? It's either I apply this specific access list for this interface or this interface, for this port in here or this port. The request will go this way, trying to reach this guy. It will stop either at this interface or it will continue normally and stops at this interface. Actually, this really matters in the source, in the standard access list. In the extended access list, there is a specific and detailed and cleared source and destination. So whatever I apply it doesn't matter. Let's apply it as an interface, I'm sorry, as an inside port or an inside mode for this interface. And this interface was the fast Ethernet. It was fast Ethernet 02. I will check it in a moment and I will apply it. So clear this one. Clear this one in here. So this was fast Ethernet 03. I'm sorry. Go here. Fast Ethernet 03. So interface fast Ethernet 03 IP access list number 100 in. Okay, just in case someone wanted to access inside you, please stop the request and check the access list. Now to check our work. That's it. Okay, so end and let's go ahead for this guy. So for you, you should be able to ping your colleague at the same department and your colleague has this IP address. No problem. Maybe you should ping your gateway in the router. What have I done? Oh God, I have that thing that I have should talked about 2 videos ago. I have killed this computer totally from reaching anything outside its network. Why? Because, oh God, because this is an access list. Inside an access list, you will type your rules. Rule number 1, permit someone from doing such thing. Rule number 2, permit someone from doing other thing. Rule number 3, permit someone. Rule number 4, rule number 1,000,000, etc. Just when you are done and you hit exit, the router will automatically generate a final and hidden rule that you will not be able to see. A last rule, and in this last rule there will be deny everyone any from reaching everyone. This is a security matter to deny everyone that is not permitted to do anything. Okay, so this is a big problem because what I have done by right now is that this deny was applied to me. To avoid this behavior, I should write just before this rule, I should do something which is permit IP all the services from anyone to anyone. Okay, so this is how it should be done. It should not. Let's check it now. One minute. Yeah, correctly. I'm sorry, I've just lost my thinking for a moment. Let's clear the printings. Yeah, what happened is that, see this one. Let's just check this one. what happens that I ask the router to deny this device from reaching this server. So what happens inside the access list is that rule number one, which is the rule that I have typed of deny the device from doing such thing, and I escaped. That's it. I went away. So what happens that automatically the router will generate a hidden rule number two, and inside it it will type deny everything from reaching everything. So it's deny, and that's it. It killed the device. There is no permit or no permission at all to make this device reach the other devices. So what I have to do is that to inject permit IP any between one and the hidden command. So to do that, let's go back to the router again, which is the switch, staying a switch. Okay, anyway, so come back to the config terminal and go back to access list 100, and now I will type the second rule because the rule number one is already typed. I will inject the second rule, and that will make the deny IP any a third rule. And what should I type here? Permit IP from anyone to anyone. End. So what happens now is that show access list 100, the sequence number, which is the rule number. It's a multiply of tens, 10, 20, 30, 40. It's not 1, 2, 3, depends on the version of the router, but anyway. So rule number one, deny this host from reaching this host. Rule number two, permit every other thing. Rule number three, hidden, deny every other thing. You see, this is really important. So go back here. Now it should work. I believe this lab will take 100 minutes. Okay, no, I'm joking. Let's do it in under 30 minutes. Okay, again, can you reach your gateway now? Okay, we are clear. There is a reply from the gateway. And can you reach your colleague? Yes, I can. There is a reply. So let's try to reach the other department, which are those guys in here. 2.2.2.10. There is a reply from that. I have no problem. And .11 is okay. One final thing to check our work is that can you reach this server? Destination host unreachable. You cannot reach the server. You can reach every other thing, but not this server. It's prohibited for you. But for another device of the same network, which is my colleague, and I'm starting to becoming jealous from my colleague because my colleague can reach the server and I cannot. See? So this is my colleague under the same subnet, but he did reach the server. So this is task number one. Are you still focusing with me? Because we will take task number two and maybe task number three, and we should after that go to sleep, of course, for the sunrise. Okay, so task number two will be, let's do another thing. I want to prohibit those guys, no, this device in here from reaching this entire network, no matter how many devices are added inside the network of under the network of 3.3.3.0. I want you to be unable to communicate with them. So deny this host is 2.2.2.10 from reaching network. Yes, the network 3.3.3.0/24. Yep, this way. How about that? Okay, so what I should do is that, of course, it will be applied only inside the router. How about we make it the same access list, under the same access list? You see? Do we? Okay, let's try our luck. Okay, so configure terminal, access list 100. I brought you new rules, and that rule says deny IP from host 2.2.2.10 from reaching the entire network of 3.3.3.0. I should not type either. I'm sorry, I should not type either network or other things. I just type this, and after that I believe you will need a wildcard mask to make it know that this one is unable or is not allowed or permitted to reach a network of 3.3.3.0, and it has a /24, so it has 154 IP address unreachable. Hit enter. That's it. So where this should be applied? When the request goes out of you and wants to hit this router or reach this router, it will hit it inside this interface, or this is the first interface that this computer request will hit. So let's apply the access list as an inside for this interface or as an outside for this interface. What do you say? I cannot apply it as an outside for this interface. Why? Because this interface already has access list number 100 applied as an inside. We have done it in the task number 1. So we can only apply it as an inside for this interface, which is fast Ethernet 02. So interface, please, fast Ethernet 02, IP access group number 100 in. And let's go and check our work. For you, my friend, I'm sorry to tell you that you can reach your colleague, okay, but you can't reach anyone from network 3. Oh god, what's happening? Why did it reach this one? What are the rules of the access list now? There is a disaster that we have done. It is reachable. It is reachable. Any troubleshooting skills? Anyone can help us now? Go back to the router, hit enter, show access lists. Oh god, oh god, did you see it or not? Have you seen it or not? And it has a 34 match sequence. Rule number 2 is now before rule number 3. Oh god, and it says permit everything from being in everything. Okay, because we did do that before. Okay, so configure terminal, check this one. Access list 100, no, it's not this way. How can we delete this? I will tell you how can we delete this command. We should now delete command 20, rule number 20, and make it after number 30. And to know which command should we delete, let's issue the command of show run and see where the access list rules are. So it's typed this way. I will take this as a copy, hit enter, configure terminal, and no space paste, no this one, and now show access list. Okay, so now you have deleted what? Now you have deleted everything. You shouldn't have deleted everything. This is unbelievable. This is an unbelievable behavior of you. Yeah, did delete it. It should have deleted only sequence 20. Okay, just to match it up, go ahead. I will take the old rules that I liked before and that was working. I've lost everything. Where are the old ones? I'll give them a copy. Okay, and I will summon a notepad. Yes, please. This is my notepad. Paste it in here. I'll take this one, cut it, paste it in the final column, copy it again. Okay, go back to the router, configure terminal, and paste. Those are my 3 new rules. Rule number 1 for this network, rule number 2 for the new task that I wanted to make, and rule number 3 for permit IP and any. See how annoying and headache the access lists are. The named access lists do eliminate all this headache, and I will talk about this in maybe it's in the CCNP. Let's check it, no problem. If it was in the CCNA, they will configure it in the CCNA. Anyway, so that's it. Hit end, show access list. Yes, just like I want it. Let's see. Let's see now. Okay, if you can ping your colleague, you can reach it. Yes, you should not reach any other thing, dear. I'm sorry to inform you that you should not reach any other thing, only your friend. You should strengthen your relationship with your friend. I'm sorry. Yes, so this guy is now prohibited to reach all this entire network in here, just like we want it, but it can reach this server and it can reach this colleague. Okay, so this is task number 2. I'm gonna perform task number 3 in minutes. Let's do our luck. Let's try our luck. But what we need right now will be, for now, is to, we should have configured all the tasks at the same time, so that add the permit IP any in the end once. But no problem. This is only for trying, for labbing. What we can do actually, even furthermore, in the extended access list is now we can not just permit or deny IP services, which are everything. We can now permit and deny some specific services, like maybe this server, specific server here, specific server in here, do give to us, to the network, internet services like web browsing and other services. Okay, so what I need to be specific in is that I want to deny maybe this guy in here. I want to deny him from being able to ping this server, but it can use web browsing, or vice versa, because ping uses ICMP and web browsing uses HTTP 80 or HTTPS 400 and 443, if you remember that, and TCP. Okay, so it's not HTTP, it's TCP 80, and TCM, and HTTPS uses TCP 443. You see, so pinging is a protocol, is a service, and web browsing is another. Maybe let's make it unable to do one of them, like browsing. Okay, so I will deny this PC from being able to web browse this server, but it can ping it, can reach it, but it can web browsing. You see that? Let's do that. Let's type that first. Deny 2.2.2.11 from web browsing 1.1.1.10. Let's see if we will perform this correctly, and we will have to reschedule our access list again. So configure terminal now, and what will happen is that we should configure the access list again because of that permit any, or I will do something. I will add my new task. After that I will type permit IP any. Let's see what will happen. So access list 100, deny the host. No, deny what service you want to deny. I want to deny web browsing, which is TCP as a service, from the host 2.2.2.11 to the host, which is the server 1.1.1.10, and this TCP service equals port number 80. See? So 2.2.2.11 is now denied from web browsing or using the service of TCP 80 that is applied or that's located in the host 1.1.1.10. Let's do one last thing and see if this will works. Access list 100, permit IP any written after this specific command. So show access list, please say it's correct. It did not work, so that still the permit IP any is now annoying and sitting in the middle. So I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, I'm making it too complicated, but we should have pasted all the tasks at the same time, or we should have used and named access list. Okay, copy, please give me a notepad, and I will paste it in the notepad. I will take this one, cut, paste it in the last. Okay, Control C, configure terminal, no access list 100, and now paste the new rules. Hit enter, hit end, show access list. Yes, that should work just like we want it. Should we apply the access list on an inside interface or an outside? We shouldn't, because one access list 100 is already applied as an inside for this interface because of task number 2. So for you as a device, can you ping the server that has the IP address of 1.1.1.10? You can. Can you web browse it? This is a web browser. Can you go to 1.1.1.10? Go and let's see. There is a reply, a web page, a welcoming home page or anything. No, there is a timeout. I can't web browse this server. Do others can? Let's see. Maybe everyone has lost the web browsing now. Okay, for this PC, it can reach 1.1.1.10. Yes. What are you doing? Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go again. Just wait a minute. I have mentioned .10 or .11 in the access list. .11. Yeah, I've denied this one. So this one should web browse the server. 1.1.1.10. Go. Yes. Welcome to the Cisco Pack Tracer website. This is the home page and the copyrights and etc. And other guys should also do that directly. Please get to the web browser. Go, and if it was a timeout, maybe for one of the other access lists are conflicting this. Yes, just because of our work. I think this one was, yes, this one was denied totally from reaching the web browser, so it can't reach it now. It can't reach it either by the means of web browsing or by reachability of a ping. You are my last hope, please. Yes, thank you all, thank you. Okay, so you can see now that we have applied all of those. The result was in this way. Never forget to type permit IP any in the end. Okay, so this was a big lab. It took more than half an hour. I'm really sorry. It was a long take all that long time. But anyway, this is how to make use of the extended access list by performing all those resiliencies under whatever cause or things that you are desiring or seeking. Okay, so for the named access list, let's just talk about this in a minute. Named access list is done by not typing access list and giving it a number. This is done by typing IP access list, not an access list like before, because before we used to type access list and give it a number. Now we should type IP access list. This is the difference number one. Difference number two is that now I should specify the type, not by the number, by specifying it by typing extended. And now it's either I give a number or a name, like make it access list responsible for the NAT, if you remember the NAT from chapter 4. Okay, now what happens, the big benefit is that now I can hit enter. Inside the enter, now I have a hierarchy mode of access list where I can permit someone and deny another one, and so on, in the end. The big other benefit of that is that when I want to delete a specific rule, I can get inside this hierarchy, delete rule number 40, and that's it. Rule number 10, 20, 30, and 50 will not get affected by that. Not like the one that you have saw in the extended access list. So this is only what you need to know about the named access list. If you're curious about performing a big lab using only named access list, it's okay. Maybe you'll have some spare time and you can perform it as an extra video. Just if you'd like, you can confirm to me down below in the comments of the video. This is the end of the access list subjects. I hope that you have enjoyed that, you have liked the content, you found the explanation simple, and the theoretical and practical sides also. Just in case it wasn't, please comment down below in the video. I will be glad to assist you with everything you want and need, and also that's it. So after that we will jump to the upcoming subject of chapter 5. So thank you for watching, thank you for time. For me it's good night, so thank you and see you later. Goodbye.